Chris, appreciate you coming on. All
Thanks for
right.
having me, John.
All right. Now, tell me, I know you didn't come into the course because you had a lot of health problems, even though we could all improve our health. You were more inquisitive. Tell us about your search and what you were looking for.
Well, I've heard over the last few years, it was more so thinking about my kidneys and flushing my systems, thinking the kidney is a filter, and attempting to take some things to clean that out. So when you were talking about it's the lymphatic system is a plumbing system and that it can be clogged, for me, that just made all sorts of sense. And
Right.
so my curiosity to learn more about it and hopefully lead to better health.
Right. And that's the whole thing, right? We want to learn new science that we can use and incorporate into our life. How has the program, now you just joined, right? I mean, not even a couple of weeks, I believe.
Yeah, a week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah.
About a week and a half, 2 weeks. And something you wrote me was that, hey, I'm just doing the basic protocol and I'm feeling a difference, right? Are you feeling a little bit of a difference since joining us?
Yes, sir. It's been interesting. I got an unsolicited comment from my wife this weekend.
What'd she say?
She thought I was displaying more energy. I said, really? Why do you say that? Because you were outside getting things done. So I just started laughing. It's like, oh, okay. I'll have to write that one down as a consequence.
Well, that's a great feedback because I feel that way. When I ignore, which I rarely do, when I ignore my lymphatic system for just a few days, I start getting lethargic. I start feeling like, lazier. I don't want to get things done. And once I start activating my lymphatic system, I feel different, right? Just like you're feeling. You don't notice it, but it's making a change in how your body works. How is the course to work with?
Fairly easy. I mean, I've had some questions, but got through. You all have been responsive. It's been working well, and doing it right or wrong, it seems to be working. So I look forward to enhancing the skills.
And you haven't even had a session with me yet, have you? A distance session. Yeah. I think we're going to do that on Thursday. I'm not sure, but yes, we'll have you on again after that so we can talk about that. But I wanted people to hear from someone who has not had a session with me. They just joined our course. They've been in a week and a half and is already seeing benefit. And does the science make sense as you're going through it? The light bulbs go off saying, man, that's important to know.
Yeah, it's been interesting. You do a very good job. For me, it seems very, very simple. It's definitely a complex system, but I've understood you, and for me, you've made it very simple to understand. So thank you.
Right, and if you happen to have a question, I mean, you were able to get a hold of us. Normally, within a few hours, we're going to answer your question and make sure you understand it. And yes. What is your goal? What is your goal for this? I know you want to help your kidneys, but what else do you think you can help since you've been learning a little more of the lymph system?
Well, it's funny. I keep, as I'm having conversations with coworkers and friends, I'm like, oh, have you heard of, I haven't said that yet, but that's been my thought type of deal. But the small aches and pains and the different things, weight loss, I'm excited to learn more about that because I've done a variety of different things, some successful, some not so successful. So I'm taking your faith that you've studied more than I have and it'll work. So keep leading.
And it's beginning to. I mean, you're just doing the basics and you're seeing a difference, and your wife saw a difference, which is always nice, right?
Always nice to have the positive feedback.
That's it.
Now the list is going to grow.
That's it. And what's nice is that this is information that you'll use for the rest of your life. Not that you have to be perfect, because we're not about that in our group, in our inner circle. You do the best you can do at this time, but just putting in little steps, I see big differences in people. Would you agree with that? That just beginning to program a little bit, draining your neck, face, and head, and learning a little bit about food made a difference pretty quickly?
Oh, yeah. I felt the difference. I've noticed some of the difference as well. I mean, when you've done some things, it's like, oh, I feel this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I can identify with that.
That's good.
And I'm doing it. You're not doing it. So it must be in what you're showing us.
Well, that's my goal. Is it's nice to get a lymphatic session from me, but I really don't want to do a ton of those, right? More, I want to empower people to be able to take care of themselves. And you're a true testament that within a couple of weeks, and that's what I tell people, it doesn't take months because people think they're too busy, they don't have the time. just learning our basic information will really change your life. And I really do appreciate you coming on, and I hope it really helps those around you. That's my real hope for you, and help your kidneys, because your kidneys are like little millions of filters, and they're filling with cellular waste. And we have lymphatic vessels inside the kidneys, and once they get a little bit toxic, they can't clean as well. So as you learn how to drain your whole body and eat a little differently, and do more for the supplements, you're going to see even more control that you're going to have. Any questions right now? Anything you'd like to say to anyone who's sitting on the fence?
No, take the opportunity. What's holding you back from doing something new to create different results that can unlock a much better, healthier life for yourself?
Right.
And looking at them on your screen.
Right. And something that works, and something you'll have. The course is yours for the rest of your life, right? You always have it. All right, Chris, I appreciate you coming on and explaining to people that they can really get results pretty quickly, right? If they just learn a little bit about the lymphatic system. Thanks a lot, Chris. Bye.
Be well.
All right, get you back. All right, thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. All right, so again, I see this all the time. This isn't something that just happens once in a while. We see clients who have major health problems, They've had COVID for a long time. I mean, people who have really great careers, and people are wondering, well, you look so good. How come you feel so sick? How come you're not, it's not what we look like. It's what our cellular environment is doing. And when we've had surgeries, when we've had a lot of stress, when we've had trauma, accidents, when we've been not eating well, not moving a lot, then our body fills with cellular waste and our lymphatic system does not work. And you can gain control over it, and it doesn't take that long. So let's talk